I can't sing that high. You know, I can barely sing at all.
That makes Mike just half a Geddy, the bass and keyboard playing half.
Starting with this note. Ready?
C, 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 C.
The other half, the singing half, falls to Serge Korobkov.
C, 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 C. I always wonder what people think when they see me rehearse in my car, because it's very loud and I make all these, you know, facial expressions and stuff.
Ooh, we've taken care of everything! The ones you hear, the songs you sing, the pictures that give pleasure to your eyes!
It's a labor of love, but love is expensive, and Mike is pulling his bandmates in deeper and deeper.
I need another foot pedal controller like Mike's got in order to help trigger some sounds and stuff like that, so. There's a whole segment of this drum set that I'm missing, is the electronic kit behind.
We're still a baby. We're still working on it. We don't want to see him doing any pirouettes and anything on stage that might get us beat up.
Free Will, a Rush tribute band in Phoenix, Arizona, is now just a day away from their next gig, and rehearsal is not going well.
Something's out of whack.
It's no surprise. When you play Rush, something's always out of whack.
Didn't sound good enough or what? I don't think there's one Rush song that we play 100% perfect.
It's tricky work for amateurs whose day jobs have nothing to do with music.
Closer to the heart.
Dave Spaghetti Lee is a systems technologist. Mike Orelli, the Alex, is a nurse's aide.
Give me a holler, you need something. All right, will do.
And Rob Kippard, the Neil, is a building inspector.
Okay, do I need that in there for my rough-in, for my inspection? On the other side of this wall here.
Ooh, I got a screw loose.
Even the real Rush struggles,
custom built,
and
right?
it's their music.
Geddy's playing bass, he's singing, he's also triggering maybe some keyboard parts or some bass pedal parts with his feet. I've got all kinds of pedals that I'm triggering all the time, and I'm singing as well, and playing guitar. Neil's playing drums the way he plays drums like no other drummer in the world. And at the same time, he's triggering other samples of keyboard parts.
I read an ad once for a Rush tribute band that claimed they sound more like us than we do. And I thought that was fantastic. I really liked that.
Geddy didn't really fill me in on exactly how he did it. All the different sounds, the intros for 2112, or I use this top one usually for the lead passages that Geddy might play. And then this is mostly the heavier synth sound, like that. Trying to figure it out, listening, and going, I think that's it.
I just listen to it over and over and over. That sounds like a big drum, that sounds like a small drum. Grab a pair of sticks and go for it.
You know what drove me crazy? He was trying to learn that one little thing from the trees, you know, where he's like, That took me like a week because not seeing him ever play it really up close, those notes can be found in so many different places. So I'm like looking for it and all these, and then I finally saw him and it was just so easy. The trick about him is how efficient his playing is.
You talk better than me. Go right on in there.
It's Dave's Rush Museum, jam-packed with treasures.
This is the Starband logo from 2112, and it's basically man being oppressed. You know, the star being the oppressor and the naked man being the oppressee. So if I have a collection of the tour books.
This one he keeps lovingly under wraps.
This is the original 2112 tour book. What's cool about this tour book is Neil Peart actually used this.
And how about this? A t-shirt tossed to Dave during a Rush concert by Alex Lifeson himself.
Alex came right over to where me and Val, my wife, was, and he just threw that thing right at us. I was pretty much going nuts and losing it.
But nothing says I love Rush like a coin-operated Maytag commercial clothes dryer.
Basically, this is my tribute to Geddy.
Geddy Lee, for reasons of his own, likes to have one or more on stage. So what's a tribute band zealot to do but get one too?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it works pretty well, actually. It lights it up pretty good. The dryer passed the test. Good deal.
In Burlington, Ontario, Mike Deyo doesn't have a dryer yet. It's on his wish list.
I'm trying to find a stackable washer and dryer, like the apartment size.
But right now, Mike has other things to worry about. His show at Boston Manor is coming up so soon, and the band is in rocker hell.
Well, if ever there was a reason to leave it out, that's it.
I blew it at the end there.
I don't think any of us were blameless in that one.
Hey, my tuner's not on, that's why it sounds...
Everybody's timing is off. On top of that, Mike has a sprained shoulder.
It must be you.
It's still messed up.
An injury he got driving the big rig.
But I had to go get a cortisone shot, but...
Now Mike's bass guitar is a painful burden, but he wouldn't think of stopping the music. His love affair with Rush goes back to his boyhood.
My brother Mark introduced me to Rush. I was laughing and made fun of Geddy's voice because I thought it was a girl at first.
Yes, closer to the heart. Yeah.
But the music grew on him. And now...
They're like my brothers, they're family.
Mike has a real family, but there's always room on the couch for Rush.
The kids don't know Daddy without Rush. But sometimes I would be afraid to leave the house, okay, because he'd get these videos going. I'd come in, and here's the baby in between his legs with drumsticks, hitting the hits, you know, and their arms are just little. And they'd be pulling all over the place, and, you know, Amanda, she probably got bored quickly and wanted to play with her Barbie dolls or something, but the boys, they just loved it.
It's a happy household.